Imagine a photo of the Milky Way, vertical and aligned, with one of the famous 500 years old trees in the Bristlecone Pine forest in the White Mountains in California. Wouldn't that be amazing? Well, the question is it possible? Will it happen? Let's figure it out. Not far away from the city of Bishop in the White Mountains, between 9,800 and 11,000 feet above sea level, more or less 3,000 meters, between 3,000 meters and 3,400 meters, grows the Pinus longeva, the great basin bristlecone pine trees in the Bristlecone Pine forest. Some of these living creatures almost reach 5,000 years of age and grow in stunning forms of twisted wood. Well, today I'm going to show you how to use PhotoPills to plant a vertical Milky Way with one of these cool pine trees. Something like this photo here by my friend Bruce Leonard, where I'm posing with one of the most beautiful trees in the forest. He took it back in 2017 during one of our adventures. Here you see me with Albert Taki on the left and Bruce Leonard on the right. Okay, let's start planting, because the first step is to place the red pin in the planter next to one of these amazing trees. Okay, you go to PhotoPills, tap on Planner, and the first thing you need to do is to place the red pin next to one of these beautiful trees, next to your subject. To do it, tap on Load and type here Bristle. Here we have it, ancient Bristlecone Pine forest, tap of it. And now the red pin is in the forest. Let's look for the center. The visitor center should be around over here. Oh yeah, here we have it, the visitor center. So tap and hold on the map to place the red pin right next to the center. Now all you have to do is to drag and drop the red pin or place it next to one of the cool trees. For the purpose of this example, I'm gonna choose an isolated tree like this one, for example. You have many cool trees in the area, so pick your favorite one. This tree over here, so I have my red pin next to the tree. If you've never been there and you don't know which tree you wish to use in your photo, don't worry, just plan the shot with a random tree here, and the day you go there and shoot, just pick a cool tree. Just scout the area, pick the best tree possible, and when you're next to the tree, to place the red pin where you are, just tap on the plus button on the map and then tap on the first button on the left, the GPS button. If you tap it, the red pin will be placed where you are, so you can keep planning with that tree that you've just chosen. Okay, now that we have the red pin next to your subject, the next thing we need to do is to switch on the Milky Way information on the map and on the top panels. To do that, tap on the map settings button. You have here the button next to the plus button on the map, and then the map layers, switch off the sun layer because we don't need the sun to plant the Milky Way. Tap on the eye next to the layer and switch on the Milky Way layer. Tap on the eye next to the Milky Way layer to switch it on and go back to the map. Now swipe the top panel to the left, top panel to the left until the first Milky Way. And this panel is telling me that for the selected date, actually, if you can change the time with the time bar below the map. If you double tap on the time bar, you'll set the date to today. So for today is February 10th, 2022. The top panel is telling me that the core of the Milky Way, the galactic center, the brightest part of the Milky Way, will be visible from 3:53 a.m. till 5:19 a.m. And the gray lines you see on the map are showing me the area where the core of the Milky Way, the galactic center, will be moving. It's key to know where the core of the Milky Way is at all time. So at 3:53 a.m., if I swipe the time, the galactic center will be visible in the direction of the gray thick line you see on the map, and it will become invisible in the direction of the darker gray line on the map at 5:19 a.m. So you know at all time where the galactic center is, and the galactic center is represented by this large dot on the Milky Way arch. You know that the Milky Way is a 180 degrees arch. It's represented on the map by this white dotted arch. So you know at all time, just by looking on the map, the position of the Milky Way is horizontal, diagonal, or vertical, which is so cool. In February, you can photograph here in the northern hemisphere the Milky Way when it's pretty low in the sky. Actually, if you go to panel number 2, the picture of the Milky Way on the panel will help you understand the position of the Milky Way. You see that it's pretty horizontal, which means that the Milky Way is pretty horizontal. And if you want, you can tap on the night AR button and visualize the position of the Milky Way in the augmented reality views. You have the horizon here, you have the date and time here, and you have the galactic center, which is the orange dot here, and the crossing point with the horizon here, galactic center, highest point of the arch, which is pretty low, super close to the horizon, and the other crossing point of the Milky Way with the horizon. So if you don't really understand the position of the Milky Way on the map, just by looking at the map, use the top panel picture and the Night AR button. You can miss it. So let's go back to our planning. We want the Milky Way vertical with this tree here. And in February you can only get the Milky Way when it's super low in the sky here in this spot. It would be cool for a panorama maybe. Or maybe it's too low, but we want a vertical Milky Way. So when the Milky Way is vertical, it's daytime, so I cannot get it. How can I figure out really quickly when the Milky Way will be vertical? Well, what I always recommend is to go from new moon to new moon, change the day to the next new moon, to the next new moon, and check all the possible compositions you can get until you get the photo you want. In this case, the easiest way to change from new moon to new moon is to tap the Milky Way icon on the top. And if I tap it, it will jump to the next new moon, which is on March 2nd, 2022. On March 2nd, you cannot get the core Milky Way again vertical because it's daytime. So what I'll do is I'll keep tapping, and I know that in July it's when I can get the Milky Way, completely vertical in the southwest directions. I know it's vertical because the arch of the Milky Way goes above the red pin, and also the picture on the top panel shows you a completely vertical Milky Way. And if you go to the Night AR view, you'll see a Milky Way completely vertical with the core here, which is awesome. Okay, to plan this shot, I only need to readjust my shooting spot now. So now I know that on July 29th, which is the new moon, around 12:52 a.m., the Milky Way is going to be completely vertical and with the core in the southwest directions. I have my shooting date and my shooting time. And the good thing about the Milky Way is that you can take this shot probably in July, every day in July, in September and October, and even in November. The only thing that changes are the weather conditions and also the position of the moon. But if you're shooting around new moon, you don't need to worry about the moon. Okay, so I have my shooting date and my shooting time already planned. Next step is to plan to readjust my shooting spot for the photo I want. Finding the shooting spot is super simple now because I know where the Milky Way is gonna be. It's gonna be vertical in the southwest direction. So all I have to do is to move the red pin to the other side of the tree, and from this shooting spot I can photograph a completely vertical Milky Way with this tree here. Again, if you tap on the Night AR, you'll visualize the completely vertical Milky Way, and the tree should be more or less around here, which is awesome. When you're in the field, like Bruce is doing in this video you're seeing now, you can use the Night AR view to visualize where the Milky Way is gonna be through your phone, and this way you can really move around and choose your best shooting spot based on the composition you want. It's super easy. And of course, when you're in the field, it's awesome to spot the wildlife you find around you. Okay, I got my Milky Way plan. If on July 29th, 2022 at 12:52 a.m. I'm standing at the red pin position, I'm gonna be able to photograph the completely vertical Milky Way with this amazing tree here. And if you don't like this tree, don't worry, just change to another tree. You know where the Milky Way is at all times, so walk around and find the most beautiful tree and just fine-tune your plan for the shot you want. Now, two more things. When you have your plan, all you have to do is to save it. So tap on the save button and save the plan. And also you tap on more action here. Don't forget to add the plan to the calendar and add an alert to the calendar so your phone tells you that you have this upcoming photo opportunity approaching. Another thing you can do is to email the plan to a friend, and if your friend is a PhotoPiller, he or she will be able to import it onto PhotoPills. How cool is that? Also, if you want to learn more about how to plan your Milky Way photos, watch this video. And if you wish to nail your Milky Way shots, I'm gonna leave a link in the description of this video and in the first comment below to our super detailed Milky Way photography guide. Check it out. And if you got this video, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next Wednesday with another video. And remember that you have the power to imagine, plan, and shoot legendary photos. Bye!